Hey guys, going to the south side today. We got a trouble call for a control valve. It's not operating correctly. Should be pretty straightforward. All right, see you there. Yeah, that looks good. And you're gonna check fuse number 3 on the load side. You have 120?
I do.
Okay, so we know the fuse is good, headed out to the valve. Next, we're gonna try operating its toggle switch that controls it. It's in automatic right now, but I want you to try closing it and opening it when I call you on the phone, okay? Perfect. All right, here's our effluent ball valve. You can see right now the valve is in the open position. Can you hear me, buddy?
I can.
Go ahead and put effluent ball valve 17 into the closed position.
All right, it's in close.
Go ahead and put it in the open position.
It's now open.
Put it back into close.
All right.
Okay, then you can put it back into automatic.
Okay.
It didn't move at all. So now we got to do some more checks to figure out where the problem is between the valve and here. So we checked fuse 3 and it was good, and we tried to operate ball valve 17 remotely and it didn't move. So now we're going to open up JB9 and see if we've got voltage out to here. So I'm looking for JB9. I'm looking for a wire called 6071. 6071. Perfect. That would be our, when that one's true, it should be closed. And then 6081. Do you see that wire?
Right below it.
Right there. Okay, when that one's true, it should be open. And then we've also got some dry contacts coming out of the valve as well. So I'm going to have you run back up there and then give me another call, and I'm going to use your meter to check for voltage where there should be. And if there's voltage here, then we know the problem is down in the valve. But if there isn't, then we know the problem's somewhere between here and the control panel. All right, give me a call when you get there. Okay, so let me just double check my wiring diagram here. So right now, the switch, go ahead and put the switch in close.
All right, it's closed.
I've got 120 on 6071, and I've got nothing on 6081. Okay, go ahead and put it in open.
All right.
The valve's in open.
Yes.
Okay, now I've got nothing on 6071, and I've got 120 on 6081. So that to me means the problem is somewhere between this junction box and the valve, or probably within the valve head. What I want you to do is go ahead. Do you remember fuse number 3, the one you tested?
Yep.
Can you drop that fuse down?
All right.
Okay, good. I've got no voltage there. And then we'll do some other voltage checks down here. Go ahead and bring down your tool bag with your Allen keys.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. So yeah, we've got voltage here on the proper terminals when we should. Now it seems like we need to look inside the actual valve head to make sure everything's good in there. Maybe do some jump tests and see that the motor actually actuates. So go ahead and get your Allen keys out, remove your meter, and we'll start disassembling this guy and seeing what's going on inside. Okay, go ahead and pull the lid off. Good. Looks pretty clean. Yeah, if there was a major failure in there, you'd see soot and arc damage in here, and you'd see a bunch of corrosion in here too. But it looks really clean. That is very interesting. Why is this guy not working? Connections look good. So what I want you to do is go back up, lift fuse 3 back up, once you've called me on the phone, and I want you to try and turn the valve into different positions, because I want to see if this motor, this part right here, spins. So if that kicks on, then we've got some kind of problem with the transmission perhaps, or something else that's going on here. Let's try that out. We could also look at amps on this motor too and see if it's overloaded, but I have a feeling the transmission is the problem between the motor and the gears. Go up there and give me a call and we'll work through it. Okay, go ahead and lift fuse 3. All right, go ahead and put effluent ball valve 17 into close.
All right, it's closed.
Put it into open.
Now open.
Man, it is not doing anything. Okay, go ahead and open fuse number 3.
Open it.
Yep, so there's no power coming out here. You got fuse 3 dropped?
I do.
Okay, then you can come back down.
All right.
Okay, so one option here is the limit switch or the torque switch could be tripped. There's a lever on the side here. Do you see him? Yep. I want you to pull him towards hand. Yep. It should click into place. You should feel it. You might have to spin this just a little bit. Did it move up? There it goes. Yep, that's good. Now what I want you to do is manually actuate the valve using this handle until this arrow is 45 degrees, not 90, because that would be all the way. We want to rotate it till it's at its mid position. So it's open right now, so you want to shut it. Yep, righty-tighty. You're meeting a lot of resistance? Don't overpower it if you are. I think it's pretty jammed. It shouldn't have this much resistance on the stem. It is really tight. And I'm just working it back and forth little by little, trying to exercise it and wake it up. So we know electronically everything's as it should be. It appears it's a mechanical issue. So we're going to try and isolate whether the problem is in the gears or the warm drive in the valve, or if the problem is down in the actual ball valve itself. We're going to attempt to take this valve off and see if we can actuate it without a load connected. That'll tell us how much of this may need to be replaced or repaired. Whole unit. Yep, should come straight up. Lift. You might have to wiggle it a little bit. Pull straight up. There you go. Cool, now it's off. So there's our valve stem. Can we see a direction on there? We can, there's a little bar. Good, it looks very corroded. Now I want you to see, can you position him in a way that we can see the bottom? Boy, he looks really bad too. All right, I want to try just manually operating this valve. Oh, that valve feels so smooth. It's like the easiest valve I've ever turned. That does not bode well for the actuator. All right, so now we'll try running the actuator disconnected from its load. Okay, you can go ahead and lift fuse 3.
Okay.
And then what position is ball valve 17 in right now?
It's currently closed.
Go ahead and put it into open.
Now open.
Go ahead and put it into closed. Yeah, okay, go ahead and drop fuse number 3. This thing is totally seized up. The worm drive shot. Okay, you can drop fuse number 3.
Alright.
Cool. So yeah, the drive in here, the worm drive that takes power from the motor, is totally seized up or jammed. So the actuator is shot and it's going to need to either be rebuilt or replaced.